Man, y'all already know by now when y'all see this face, he'll be probably chopping it up about sports. I got King Kush back on the episode of AVG Sports Media, man. What's happening, Kush?
What up, what up, what up, man? It's a good day
Look,
good time to be alive, man. Good time to be alive.
man, hell of a time for you to be alive. First off, let's get the preliminaries out the way. Let me tell you, happy birthday. So
Yes, sir. Preach,
to
preach.
celebrate your birthday, this is the biggest Seahawks fan I know. So this is why he's
Come on
on
now.
today. So look, Seahawks, Patriots. I know we kind of talked about this leading up into the playoffs. You already kind of, you saw what your squad was doing. You saw the type of work they was putting in. You saw the defense. You saw what the offense was doing. Y'all revitalized Sam Darnold. So my question for you is, can they seal the deal, and what's the keys to victory?
Well, before I answer that question, one thing I want to start off with saying, like, being that you film, I just want to open the invitation, a welcome opening. If you want to join us this weekend, you can. I know you've been waiting on your boys to get one for a long time. I don't even think I was alive when y'all got one. You know what I'm saying? So
No,
it's
don't send
like,
slugs today.
from me to you, from love. Like, if you want to join us for a day, I ain't gonna tell nobody. You good. You good
Look,
with us. You can
I
celebrate with
just
us.
told somebody. I just talked with difference maker. I was telling you, like, who you got? I say, look, I'm like Russell Wilson in his old interviews. Go off. I had to
Come
throw
on
on
now.
my Cowboys jersey for the interview because I say, shit, this the closest they gonna get to being associated with a Super Bowl. So let me slide them in
Then
on the little
then
Super Bowl
then we got
segment.
your boy Lawrence,
DeMarcus
the
Lawrence,
D Law. So it's like,
man, shout
hey man, we
out D
connected,
Law,
and Saints fans too, cause we got Rashid Shaheed. So it's like, hey,
man.
if y'all want to come join us for this 1 year celebration, hey,
Hey,
open
what
invitation.
what that boy Drizzy say? The bandwagon fool, but you free to run behind
Come on
it.
now. Come on now,
But
you
look,
good.
once you said that, man, shout out D-Law, man, because that boy put down a lot of work out here, man. And it's good to see some of these Cowboy players that deserve to kind of play in these big games. They
Yep.
put in the work to see him go to another team and see, because he hadn't just been on the team. He showed like, hey, I really still got a lot of left in the tank. He done made key plays for
Easily.
y'all.
Easily. I don't think our defense would be the way it is if we ain't have him. I ain't gonna lie. So,
Facts.
but but to get back to the question though, uh, I honestly think we gonna seal the deal. I almost know we actually gonna seal the deal. And it's two things. The Seahawks fan in me, I honestly believe that it's going to be a blowout. And this is why I say that. I believe it's going to be
Mm.
closer to a blowout than a close game because, for one, like everybody know, the Patriots' schedule was pretty weak.
Weakest
And on
schedule
top of
since
that too,
99.
yeah, and then on top of that too, in the playoffs, I don't believe they was seriously battle tested through with the teams they played. Week 1, they played the Chargers. They had a decimated O line, and they starting quarterback had one hand. And then you go next week, and you face a generational defense in the Texans. But I mean, if you got C.J. Stroud playing the way he playing, you ain't got to do too much to win the game. And then on top of that too, they faced a really great Broncos team without their starting quarterback. So, and then
Mixed
compared to
in with the L.
us, yes. And then the elements too as well. And then for us, in my opinion, for one, we're in the toughest division in football, right? The NFC South. I mean, we
Mm.
got the Niners, Rams, and Cardinals. We play them both twice a year. Our
Good point.
schedule is definitely more battle tested than what they had to, test throughout the season. And also in the playoffs too, I felt like in the playoffs we just were a lot more dominant in the playoffs. So I just feel like for us, we're ready for this moment because I feel like I feel like we already kind of had our Super Bowl whenever we played the Rams. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So
Good point.
I think that's gonna be why we beat them is because like we ready. We've been seeing dogs. So like this is
Mm.
not new to us. Now, the football brain that I have is saying that it's not gonna be a blowout because I have a lot of respect for Mike Vrabel,
Mike Brady.
the Patriots head coach. He's a really
Mm-hmm.
great head coach. Their defense
Great
has
head
been
coach.
playing
Yeah.
lights out since the start of the playoffs, regardless of who they played against. I think their defense probably maybe allowed like 1 or 2 touchdowns over the
Yeah.
whole entire
I
playoffs.
think the points they're averaging, the defense allowed is like 16.9 or something. It's under 20. It's under a
Yeah.
dub.
So So the football brain in me, especially me knowing that especially when it comes to the Patriots, like it's never
Mm,
just gonna be. It doesn't matter how dominant of a football team you have. You also got to have discipline, and that's one thing that
mm,
Mike Vrabel really emphasizes discipline. Because if you look at the Patriots team, I mean, they don't have a lot of like
big name.
big names. You know what I'm saying? Outside of like Stephon Diggs and Christian Gonzalez, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe I guess now you can say Drake May is really not too much. You know what I'm saying? So, and especially on their defense, they don't have a lot of names on
Mm,
defense outside of their Pro Bowl corner. So, but Mike Vrabel's a great coach, so I think he's gonna be able to coach his ass off and keep them in the game.
mm,
And even if it is a close game, I still see us pulling off because I also believe that our defense is legendary.
yeah.
I think we're gonna get after Drake May. I think our secondary is gonna hold it down too. But I find it hard that find a hard time for the O line of the Patriots to stop us, especially on that left side where Will Campbell at, the rookie from LSU.
Mm,
Respect to
yeah.
him, but ever since he had like an injury this year, and ever since he
Mm.
came back from that injury, he's just been getting dogged. So it's like, so it's just like me knowing that,
It's
me
like a
knowing
little
that.
swinging gate, huh?
Come on now, me knowing that, and also me knowing the
Yeah.
type of players we got on our D line,
Mm,
I find it it's gonna be a real interesting matchup on the front end, which as a former football player, that's where it's starting the trenches. Is I'm really interested to see how we gonna keep it going in the trenches. So yeah, that's my prediction. I want to say it's gonna be a blowout, but the football mind of me, Seahawks winning regardless.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think Mike Vrabel has a high chance of being able to really coach his team into making this a great game. And it might, if it's not a blowout, it's going to be a defensive game.
Yeah. Okay. So just to keep it diplomatic, because we both do say the Seahawks, I do think the Seahawks will win. But you brought up a lot of key points I kind of wanted to touch on. This Patriots team is sort of mirroring the Patriots team of old. They got the
Right.
new quarterback Drake May. Kind of reminds you of a younger Tom Brady, not with athleticism because he's way more athletic. Like we're not gonna
100%.
confuse that part, but he
Yeah.
doesn't make mistakes. Like you said, Vrabel, he's a player's coach, but he also instills discipline. He knows which buttons to push. So I like that about him. Like you said, a very stingy defense, opportunistic offense. And the names that they do have, like I know you mentioned Stephon Diggs, it's not the Stephon Diggs in Buffalo or the Stephon Diggs in Minnesota, but he still makes timely catches and you have to respect him. So the only thing I wanted to push back on, and I wanted to ask you this, like I knew you guys, you had a gauntlet kind of going through on your side of the playoffs. How were you? Because what I did notice about Drake May that I didn't even notice until I started kind of watching him a little bit more in the playoffs. He's way more athletic than I gave him credit for.
Yeah. Yeah.
How have you guys been with the athletic part? Because that's the only thing. Because I've seen the Seahawks, but I hadn't seen them. Like I kind of learned about JSN right before the playoff run, and he kind of started leaping off the screen to me. But how are you guys against more so of athletic quarterbacks? Because Stroud, I don't know, he should be athletic, but he's more of a pocket
Yeah.
passer, and just kind of the quarterbacks you play, y'all. I really don't know if they have the athleticism because Drake May is like, it's not one thing you can kind of game plan from, like take away his scrambling or take away his passing. He kind of knows what buttons to push on which play and takes what the defense gives him. So how y'all against an athletic quarterback? I'll just ask that.
I think we're pretty solid. The most recent athletic quarterback I felt like we faced, and I want to go back to the last game of the season, I believe, or around that time. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy
Purdy,
gonna
yeah,
run. Brock Purdy
yeah.
gonna run. Now our run defense, especially against athletic quarterback, I feel like it's solid because for the most part we play like this cover 4, cover 3 shell
It's
where we don't
janky too.
allow too much big plays over the
Yeah,
top, and
and
by
you
us
can't
not
read it
allowing too
before
much.
pre-snap.
Yeah, and a lot of times with us covering a lot of over the top plays, that allows us to like be super secure on the D line area. So I would think that we'll be able to hold it down because our run defense is
Mm,
good. So I feel like as long as we stay, I wouldn't say the whole game, but as long as we stay in that little shell look that we have, I think we'll be pretty good against that. The problem is how we're gonna be in man
mm.
while he's running that
Is
ball.
he athletic enough to spy? Let me ask you that. Is he athletic enough to dedicate a spy to her? Not that
Nah.
athletic. Not that
Nah,
athletic. Okay.
nah. Because I mean, at that point, I mean, I would rather him run us out the game before. I'd rather him run than pass. So if we allow
Mm,
him to have a lot of rushing yards and not really doing too great on the passing end, I feel like that's a win in my opinion. In my
gotcha.
opinion, because at that
Gotcha.
point, if he's running, that means he's running on off scripted plays. He's not like a Lamar Jackson. They're not scripting a play for him to do a QB power or
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's not it.
yeah,
So that means he's trying to buy time, which to our advantage is wasting time. And I mean, hey, he's athletic, but he's not a running quarterback. Like that's not his thing. That's basically like a tool he has just in case. Kind of like a Aaron Rodgers
boy,
or
that's
yeah,
a
kind
good
of like an Aaron
comparison
Rodgers, like in Green
in
Bay.
his
Aaron
younger
Rodgers is not a
years,
running quarterback, but if you let
but
him
he
run,
would hurt you.
he will
Yeah,
run. He will get you
yeah,
for 20 yards and maybe a rushing TD.
I like that comparison. Yeah,
So that's my thing. I think if we stay disciplined how we've been, we're cool. When it
mm,
if we start going to man, as you know, like man, that's when kind of like having a spy and the luxury of the QB being able to run kind of opens up a lot more because with man, everybody's kind of running around, not even paying attention they regarding their man. So,
yeah, backs
but
turn.
I honestly believe our D line is elite enough to like really get back there. He better not run on that left side.
Yeah.
He better not run on that.
I just had to put the question out there. I didn't want everybody to just think we just Hawks, Hawks, Hawks. I wanted to let the Patriots know we do respect it because I did want to
Yeah,
put some respect on Drake May's name because
100%
uh, I was
MVP
just about
caliber
to say
season.
Stafford barely squeaked out ahead of him. So
One
to
vote.
play one vote, so to play at that high of a level, what is this, year two?
Yeah.
Two. So to play at that high of a level, I just wanted to make sure we put a little respect on his name. So before we close out, final score then. You can give it to me from a fan perspective, from Go Hawks perspective, or from a football brain. Let me hear your final score.
If we talking from a Go Hawks perspective, I'm gonna say 31-17. I'm saying 31-17.
Pass
If
the
we talk
sticks type score.
if we talking from a football mindset, 21-24.
21, 24. I can respect that. Okay, so I'm gonna go find I always in big games because I know these coaches have had 2 weeks most times to prepare, and I always tip the hat to the defense because I know both sides their defense is elite enough to take away everything you like. So I always get that first half kind of low scoring, like I equate it to like the first 3 rounds of like a boxing match, so to speak, where you kind of
Right.
feeling each out, just computing everything, see what might work. So I do think we'll get up in the 20s. I think it's gonna be a janky number, man. I think it's gonna be something like 20, 25, 25, 22. I'm gonna go 25, 22
Okay.
Hawks. I'm gonna go
Okay.
25, 22 Hawks.
And the thing is also too is I think the Pats because Sam Darnold, I just became a Sam Darnold believer. Let me just say that now.
I was gonna
I
ask
ain't
you
even,
about that.
I
Can
just
he finally get? That boy. Can he turn into a Ghostbuster? Because he
I
was seeing ghosts in New
man,
Jersey with the
I
Jets.
just became a Sam Darnold believer, so I'm not even gonna sit here and act like I got him on a super high pedestal.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is that if New England does not find a way to make Sam Darnold see ghosts, we're winning
hmm
the game.
And that's ironic that he's going up for the Super Bowl to cleanse himself of that was the team he actually said that against to come
Yeah,
full
so
circle into this
exactly.
game.
So and they have to do it multiple times too. I don't think Sam
Mm.
Darnold throwing one interception is like gonna hurt it.
Mm.
They have to make him. They're gonna have to make him really. They got to shut it down, which I think is hard to do because one thing I got JSN best receiver in the league this year. How I
Can't
see
argue.
the defense going to go. The Patriots going to have a tough time stopping our run game, so I'm not going to talk
Mm.
about that because I don't see how they're going to stop that. But when it comes
Mm.
to the passing game, if they lock in on JSN, that's
Mm.
fine. We got one of the smartest receivers in the leagues in Cooper Cup, and we got another dynamic, and you can put him anywhere on the field just like JSN and Rashid Shaheed. So
Facts.
in my opinion, like that's why I kind of find it hard to see how the Patriots really gonna fully stop it because we
Mm.
have too many variables for you to stop like completely. Because you can shut
Yeah.
down the run game, but you got
Go.
JSN and Cooper Cup. You can
Ratchet.
shut
Yeah.
down JSN, but we got that run game, and I mean Cooper Cup is basically another quarterback on the field, and Rashid Shaheed that's a watered down Tyreek Hill,
Yeah.
in my
And
opinion.
I will say this, and it's just because the only reason I'm thinking the score is so close is because in these championship games, I know everybody giving their best effort. But I will say this, the Seahawks over the last, I'll say at least decade of teams that have made it to the Super Bowl is usually one side of the ball is extra heavy. But as far as special teams, offense, defense, coaching, I think this is the most balanced team across the board that I've seen make it to the Super Bowl in a while. So
Not
I'm
easily,
only
yeah.
I'm only
Because I
giving the
mean,
Patriots
we
their
had a
respect.
couple defensive touchdowns in the playoffs. Offense, obviously.
Special teams
And
touchdown.
I think Rashid Shaheed had a kick return and a punt return. So it's like
pick your poison. If one spot slipping, the other two units
I
should
think
be good.
we have the highest scoring defensive scoring team in the league right now. So it's like
Yeah.
we can
It's
get
like
points however
each
you need it.
unit, when you say complimentary football, y'all exemplify that, man. It's like if one unit slipping the other, hey, we're gonna get a fumble recovery, we're gonna get a pick. If they give up something, hey, don't worry about it. We got JSN running rampant. So it's like if they kind of slagging, oh, here come a big play all special teams, a kickoff return, like you say. So hey, I'm gonna just get a Patriots that respect because it is the Super Bowl. I know they're gonna get a best shot. You got an MVP runner up, and you got Mike Vrabel. So hey, we're going to end it on that, man. And you know, like we always end it, man. In the words of the great Herm Edwards, we play to win the game. And this is the ultimate game that you play to win for when it comes to football. And if you don't win, you lose. So we're going to see who on the losing side and who hosting the Lamborghini, man. All I can say is good luck, Neff. I'm pulling for you. It's your birthday month, man. Hey, that's your squad. I can't pull against you.
They lucky they had this thing on my birthday.
Man.
To be real, when they won the first Super Bowl, like a while back ago, that was on my birthday.
So hey, it's history, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy birthday once again, man. More life, man. Hey, we'll chop it up after the Super Bowl. We'll see how this thing all pan out.
Yes, sir.
1.